Hi, I'm Heather and welcome to Heather's Space, my little space on YouTube where I share DIY projects, a bit of craft and generally anything that piques my interest. Today I'm going to be showing a little office makeover that I've done to create a large-scale mood board. You can see a tour of my office over on the Heather at Home YouTube channel. I will pop the link below. I was left with one blank wall. I knew I wanted some kind of display, mood board, memo board type idea, but I couldn't quite pin down exactly how I wanted to approach it. And then, back at the end of the summer, we went round to my good friend Nellie's house. Nellie's great, follow her on Twitter. Nellie's house is a treasure trove of vintage fabulousness. She always has a box somewhere in a cupboard that she's trying to get rid of, and it'll have stuff like lovely bottles, beautiful tins. I always seem to come home from Nellie's with another item for my house. And we were out in the garden, the kids were playing, and I spotted out of the corner of my eye an old rusty iron gate. And I fell in love. Spoke to Nellie about it and she said that I could buy it from her for a nominal fee. And so I became the proud owner of a beautiful vintage iron gate, complete with flaky rust, cobwebs, dirt, and general scum. Just the sort of thing I love. So I got it home and my biggest concern was how to get it up on the wall. Consulted Ben, my husband, and he came up with the idea of using those really strong iron hooks that are designed for use in garages to store stuff on the walls. I gave the gate a quick once over with a brush just to get off the biggest flakes of rust. Ben helpfully held it up for me so that I could work out the perfect positioning, and then I drilled the holes, added some rule plugs and screwed in those thick, heavy iron hooks. Then it was ready for the gate. So we got it into place and let's be honest here, Ben did all the hard graft. Ben just had to lift it up and hook that top rail of the gate over the hooks, and voila, it was done. All there was left to do was to make it look nice. Once it was up on the wall, the first thing I did was give it a really good vacuum just to get rid of all the cobwebs and a bit more of those loose flakes of rust. I didn't want to take all of that away because that distressed finish is what I loved so much about the gate when I first saw it. I had really strong but very tiny magnets. I'll pop a link below, and I thought that I could use those to pop the pictures that I really love onto the gate. The opposite wall of my office is a whole memo board where I can keep all of the practical memo type stuff that I need to. So I decided that the gate would just look nice, and the best thing about using those magnets is that I can easily rearrange the pictures or put something new up whenever I fancy it. I've got a giant metal safety pin that I use to keep all my washi tape. That could go on the magnets too, as well as my handy scissors. I love the feel of that vintage gate against the rest of the sort of more contemporary fittings in the office. The gate fills that wall brilliantly. It's like it was made to fit it. Not only does it give me a space to display my favourite things, but it's a really quirky answer and it's a real talking point if anyone comes into my office. Below the gate is a unit. It's part of a large kitchen dresser, but we've actually taken the shelves off. It gives me a great surface to pop my pens, pencils, my notebooks, all the things that I'm always losing and can't put my hands on when I need them. What was a totally blank wall has now been given a really healthy dose of personality and fun. When I'm sat in my office and I'm working, I can just glance over to that side and it just makes me smile. If you wanted to do this at home but you don't have a vintage iron gate to hand, I've also seen a few people use steel reinforcing mesh. It's the stuff that goes into concrete to add strength. You can buy a panel of that and you can mount that to the wall and you could do a very similar thing. Hope you've enjoyed this video and it's given you a bit of inspiration. If you've liked it, please do give me the thumbs up. Any comments, queries, questions, pop them below and I will get back to you. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to Heather's Space because I have loads of videos I can't wait to share with you. Bye!